Szevasztok! Széltuló vagyok a LootMastaZ-tól, ez pedig még mindig a Strategic Mind Pacific. Folytatjuk is a japán kampányt. Az előző videóban ugyebár megbeszéltük a taktikszot, kidobtuk az egységeket. És akkor...
Brave Rico Sentai fighters, you are the first ones to set foot on enemy land. The time has come for you to demonstrate everything I taught you. Onward, for the Emperor!
Na, ezt vártam. For the Emperor-t. Jó. Szóval...
Do you require assistance? That area is under our control. Do you require assistance? Start the engine.
We were destined to serve aboard this magnificent vessel.
Itt pedig van egyetlen
Observing the
kettő
horizon.
kísérőhajónk.
Naval transport carries ground units. For units with heavy
Kossa pofádnak. There is no terrain for disembarkation. Free up territory. Aha, hogy egyelőre még nincs olyanom. Hát nagyon kellemetlen, mit mondjak.
Observing the horizon. That area is under our control. Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
Jó.
For Japan and for the Emperor. Do you require assistance? Take this, you dirty rats.
infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after
Kusba legyen.
The enemies of the Empire will not run away from us. I obey your orders. We are descendants of the noble samurai. Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. Yes, Commander.
Ez kimondottan kellemetlen így. Jó. Tehát ez volt a rendelkezésünkre álló
We will
egységek.
be victorious.
És akkor most
Closing the
fogjuk a
distance.
core unitokat.
I'm in position. That area is under our control.
Elvileg az lett mondva,
Do
ugye
you require
hogy
assistance? Searching for the enemy.
innen jönnek
Are there
a,
new orders from our godly emperor?
innen jönnek az amerikaiak ezen az oldalon, úgyhogy
Looking for a prey.
ide szépen lejövünk így. És akkor megnézzük, hogy
Those
a
bombs are heavy.
repülőtereink mire elegendőek. 7 szentség, hogy itt lesz. 7 szentség, hogy itt lesz légvédelmük.
We surpass pathetic gaijins in everything.
Úgyhogy biztos, ami biztos,
The
berepülünk ide,
enemy won't see us coming.
berepülünk ide a légvédelemmel. És akkor a
Those bombs are
légvédelemmel
quite dangerous, you
vadászgéppel.
know.
És akkor
They're
kibombázzuk
dead.
a
Now they'll go home in
valakba.
pieces. What should be destroyed
Kicsit
next?
megpuhítandó az ellenfelet. Természetesen idáig már nem érek el, mert miért?
Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
Úgyhogy inkább így. Nem tudom, hogy innen elérek-e oda.
Do not underestimate us.
We bring death on our wings.
Ez zuhanó
A tactical
bombázó.
bomber is here.
Basszus, hogy ebben se érek el oda. Mindegy, akkor nem is bántom. Jó helyen van ez így, ahogy van.
We bring the
Kellemetlen.
storm. Firestorm.
És akkor most nézzük
The
csak, hogy
samurai are always ready to do battle.
Banzai kutyafüle. Embarkation itt nem lehet.
There is no honor in hiding inside an iron box.
Akkor
I
bedobjuk
can't
hajóra
wait
jó
to enter the
népet,
battle again.
és megindulunk.
We will die if necessary. These vessels will enable us to know our glory.
There is no honor in hiding inside an iron box. I can't wait to enter the battle again.
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive.
Tudjuk,
We will stalk our enemies. Vessel secured. We get enemies in their sleep. Vessel secured.
On the ground, everyone fears us. No enemy can exceed the range of our guns.
ezt miért nem lehet?
Waiting for the Emperor's orders. We will cover the Allied troops from that location.
My life for the Emperor!
Mentek
We
az
will only need
anyátokra.
to be within the length of our swords.
Jó van, akkor ezeket majd holnap hát most csinálják neki. Ez van, ezt kell szeretni. Jó, nagy vonalakban akkor ennyik voltunk így első körre. Aztán lássuk, hogy az amerikaiak mit lépnek.
Devastating gunfire. Oh, that was one hell of a shot.
Intelligence reports Corregidor Island, which blocks the way into Manila Bay, has been turned into a fortress by the Americans. They expect to stay on the defensive there, even after the loss of all of Luzon. It wouldn't be a problem for us, as blocking Corregidor and taking it over is just a matter of time. Besides garrisons and permanent fire positions, there are heavy coastal artillery batteries on the island.
So, that means our fleet will not be able to take action in Manila Bay without constantly being in danger of shelling. Corregidor will become a pain in the neck for us for many months. That will be a problem of strategic nature. We must destroy all the coastal batteries on Corregidor, every single one.
Nos. Az melyik az a Corregidor? Ez valami Samar nevű. Formosa. Aha, hogy ez. Ez a picinkeség itteni, jól van.
I'm in position. Imperial
Érdekes.
destroyer at your service.
Sehol senki.
We were destined to serve aboard this magnificent vessel. Closing the distance.
No, csak nem elkaptunk valamit itten.
We will win the day. Long live His Majesty, the Emperor. We were destined to serve aboard this magnificent vessel.
We are the Sea Wolves! Have you checked for escort ships?
Just show us the target. Are those Americans?
Yes, those are Americans.
entering the enemy-controlled zone.
Vagytok ám.
Greetings from the Imperial Navy. Do you require assistance? No one can stop me, except for you. Target acquired.
I'm still here.
I'm in position. Checking that sector. Targeting the enemy.
Jó.
Do you require assistance? No one can stop me, except for you. Greetings from the
We have intercepted the message of the U.S. Asiatic Fleet. All the American ships are ordered to go south immediately, to the Dutch East Indies. The Yankees have realized the naval battle is no good for them, and decided to at least save their remaining ships.
Don't let them slip away. Our fleet must catch the enemy and make sure that not a single ship escapes.
Azon nem ollódjon.
Our vessel is the pearl of the combined fleet. Approaching! Long live His Majesty, the Emperor! Engage! Guide.
The U.S. Asiatic Fleet in the Philippines is finished.
A brilliant tactical success. Now the waters around the Philippines are completely under our control.
Jó. Ez mondjuk könnyebb volt, mint gondoltam. No de hát. Ezt sose lehet pontosan tudni. Szóval itt a légvédelem. Egy csomó ördögrúgta vadászgép.
The warriors of the sky are at your command. With lightning speed.
Do you require assistance?
Jó. Szóval.
Target acquired. Target acquired. Do you require assistance? Targeting the enemy. Targeting the enemy.
We are descendants of the noble samurai.
Mik ezek? Tankok.
Our ancestors will be proud of us.
No one can escape our fire.
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone. The delivery of supplies to the unit has been
Jó
stopped.
van,
The supply
tudjuk.
zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Eternal glory awaits us. I obey your orders. Victory will be ours as soon as we reach the enemy.
Could you locate additional targets? If you insist.
Yes, Commander.
Jó van.
Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and
Itt. Jó. Azt
We
mondja,
bring the
hogy
storm. Firestorm.
szükségem lesz még erre. Ez így nem lesz jó.
Always first.
Persze, hogy ott közben rálőnek.
We bring the storm. Firestorm.
We bring death on our wings. The enemy's gonna have a tough time.
Anyád, úristenit.
Imperial Air Service. Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
This target has the fire.
Oh, that hurts.
Jó.
I'm in position.
Következő körben nagyon el kellene kezdeni
Greetings from the Imperial Navy.
partra szállni.
Do you require assistance?
Jó. Második körnek egész jó volt.
To say goodbye.
We have silenced them for good.
We butchered them with our swords.
Jó. Tehát nézzük csak.
War
Annyit
is our
elértünk,
path.
hogy legalább a légvédelmet
All
Our aircraft can now use this airfield.
yes,
eltakarítottuk.
all enemy territories will be ours. Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. The Emperor's banner will soon rise above the whole world.
Jó. Tehát innen lényegileg a miénk minden.
The warriors of the sky are at your command.
Firing!
Done. Where is our next target? The warriors of the sky are at your command. The enemy is close. I can feel his fear.
Menj, csapna beléd is.
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy. We glide. Long live His Majesty, the Emperor! Gaijin's insurance will ensure their death. We are the instrument of the Emperor's will.
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. We charge into battle.
Do not underestimate us.
Are we fully
Persze
loaded?
magában nincsen alábecsülni téged,
Poor
barátom.
souls. Wow, that was a tremendous explosion.
Így.
Your orders.
Jöjjenek azok a légvédelmi ütegek.
For Japan and for the Emperor. Take this, you dirty rats.
Jó, ezt itt akkor sikeresen bevettük.
Our spirit is strong, our blades are sharp.
És azon nyomban
The war will end before we get there.
küldjük is őket.
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all.
Coordinates acquired. Rotating the gun.
We should remain unnoticed. Imperial spies, at your service.
Jó. Így.
Do you require assistance? Checking that sector. Targeting the enemy.
We've managed to leave the U.S. air group on Luzon without the majority of its firepower.
I'm glad to hear that one of our most important tactical goals is accomplished. Control of the skies over the Philippines will make it easier to meet the rest of the operation's objectives.
Checking that sector. Have a taste of our power.
Jó.
A battleship is like a fugu fish. Deadly, yet delicious.
Szóval haladni kell lefelé.
Finally, some orders. Where are your eyes, or our godly emperor?
That area is under our control. Start the engine. Our strength is in numbers of dead enemy.
Good day, Commander.
The Imperial fleet knows no defeat. A new battle awaits.
Így.
We bring death on our wings. Just a few moments and we'll be there. Those bombs are heavy. Things are going to explode.
Explode.
Is
Oh,
someone
you're back,
observing
huh?
that area?
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all.
Oké, szóval partra szállás megtörtént.
Another death brings more glory to our emperor.
Szóval, hogy itt valahol van
We
egy...
were destined to serve
Tenger
aboard
alattjáró,
this
ugyebár.
magnificent vessel. We will be on time.
Who do you want me to kill?
Senkit, aranyapám, senkit.
The enemy won't see us coming.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. There better be targets.
Így. Most ide lenne kitalálni, hogy merre haladjunk. Szóval,
On the ground, everyone fears us.
This unit has run out of ammunition. Move it within the supply zone to resupply it. Supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Big guns are nothing without a fighting spirit. Ask the dead guy Jins. Enemy detected? Finally. The battle will be over soon. We will see to it.
I obey your orders. Eternal glory awaits us.
Reconnaissance is our job. Martial arts is our hobby. That is how we make Japan bigger. Only you can hear us. Enemies of the Empire located. We will take them by surprise. Should we waste our precious time on this pointless combat?
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment.
I obey your orders. We will move fast and strike hard. We will only need to be within the length of our swords. Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all.
Our advance is inevitable, like death itself.
We get enemies in their sleep. On the lookout for the enemy.
Jó.
We won't let you down.
Természetesen szokás szerint ki lettem csapva. Próbáljuk meg újra. Nézzük csak. Jó van, lényegileg ezt a kört kell csak újra gyártanunk, ami nem lesz nehéz dolog.
On the ground, everyone fears.
This unit has run out of ammunition. Move it within the
Jó.
An iron horse is good, however I miss my stallion. Enemies of the Empire do not live long.
Imperial Air Service. We're going to send them our generous gifts.
Mi a légvédelem, mi?
Iron beasts of the Emperor await your order.
Légvédelmeseknek.
We get enemies in their sleep. That is how we make Japan bigger.
Are we fully loaded? Their days are numbered.
Jó.
Approaching.
We are ready to serve. My life for the Emperor. For the Emperor. My life for the Emperor. Victory will be ours as soon as we reach the enemy. No!
Be careful when you send your tanks into city, mountain, and forest terrain. If they run into enemy infantry, any skirmish will likely result in heavy losses due to close quarters.
Te mondod.
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. The samurai are on the march. The samurai are on the march.
Well, no more firing for today.
Hát nem.
We hunt down enemies of the Empire.
Jó.
The war will end before we get there.
Hát abba se lennék biztos teljesen azért.
We lurk in the shadows.
Szoktatok olyat, igen. Jó, most akkor megpróbálunk valamit. Vajon az történik-e, amit gondolok, hogy történik?
We are descendants of the noble samurai.
This was too easy.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. In unity is our strength. We're fighting from a distance.
This unit has run out of ammunition. Move it within the supply zone to resupply it. Supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
We will show them the true power of the samurai. We will carry out any
Jó.
order.
Tehát most csinálunk itt egy kis helyet.
We will
Helyet.
die if necessary. The samurai are on the march.
És az előbb akkor dobált ki, ha jól vettem észre, mind a két alkalommal, amikor kicsaptam az ágyút. Igen. Tehát mi a lényeg? Nem játszok ki az ágyút. Csak kisakkozom. Tehát az ágyú marad a fészkes francban ott a vízen, ahol van.
The blood of ancient warriors flows in our veins. There can be no mercy for the enemy. The enemy fought well, but the victory is ours, as always.
Could you locate additional targets?
The shells will end soon. Good, I prefer close combat. The enemy cannot hide from us.
This unit has run out of ammunition. Move it within the supply zone to resupply it. Supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Daituro Jujitsu is great for capturing enemies alive. We replaced that old rug with our glorious flag.
The samurai are on the march. We are going to win the fight. We are ready to serve. The enemies of the Empire will not run away from us.
No enemy can exceed the range of our guns.
War is our path. My life for the Emperor! Victory will be ours.
Ninjutsu masters, at your disposal. On the lookout for the enemy.
Szóval téged kijátszhatlak.
We get enemies in their sleep. We will take them by surprise.
Téged is.
Iron beasts of the Emperor await your order. Onward.
Be careful when you send your tanks into city, mountain, and forest.
Jó. Említetted már, úgy hiszem. Akkor az ágyukat hagyjuk is a búbánatba.
Do you require assistance? Imperial destroyer at your service.
Nagy segítségemre úgyse lesztek.
Moving carefully.
Ellenben te itteni nekem megkereshetnéd.
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy.
Hogy hol az édesanyjában van az a
We bring forth Imperial Justice.
tenger alatt járó. Csak nem találja.
We are the swarm. The enemy is close. I can feel his fear.
Jó.
Are we fully loaded? There better be targets.
Így. Valahol elvileg van még egy vadászon,
The sky is like an ocean, and we are its
aki nem
sharks.
ér el hazáig.
With lightning speed,
Úgyhogy te itt fogsz leszállni.
We bring death on our wings.
Te is leszállsz.
We bring death on our wings. The enemy's gonna have a tough time.
Te pedig itt elpakolod nekem ezt a légvédelmi üteget. Jó.
Could you locate additional targets? Yes, that's a nice spot.
Kitűnő. Csak kiokoskodtuk, hogy mi a helyzet.
We are the
Jó.
muscle of the Imperial Navy. Closing the distance.
Haladunk tovább lefelé.
We will not let the Emperor down.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies.
We are ready to sink their ships.
All crew is reporting. Set sail for glory.
We will inform you if the enemy is ahead. Entering the designated area. Do you require assistance? Start the engine. Your orders. We serve faithfully.
Oké, sehol semmi. Most menjek rá erre. De menjek. Nem látom értelmét. Inkább lejövök majd ide. Kitakarítom ezt a szigetet. Mi a legtávolabbi pontok? Itt jó volna kicsit majd a tengerészettel szórakázni. Egyelőre csak annyit csinálunk,
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy. We open the doors to this.
hogy ennyit besegítünk.
Do you require assistance? That area is under our control.
És nincs az a tenger alatt járó. Szőrén szálán fő van szívódda. Így.Ték maradjatok itt, jó helyen vagytok. És akkor nézzük csak.
Those bombs are heavy. Bow to the gifts of the Empire. Here we come.
Legalább ennyi.
The Emperor's will guides us to glory.
Szóval, hogy van két tankunk.
I see the enemy. Time to teach Gaijins a lesson. Unsuspecting enemies. I like it.
Jó.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty.
Fort garrisons target the area and open fire at any soft target entering its firing zone. You can click on a fort to see where it can attack your troops. Shell the fortification with artillery or bomb it from the air. The fort can also be outflanked from the rear. Flamethrowers equipment is an excellent way to deal with enemy forts and other fortifications.
For the Empire. We are but an extension of the Emperor's will.
Okés. Aircraft.
Imperial Air Service.
Na, elérsz oda? Elérsz oda, jó.
Things are going to explode.
Things did
There better be
explode.
targets.
Karate Master can kill an enemy with a single hit. I would like to try.
War is our path. Victory will be ours as soon as we reach the enemy. The samurai are on the march. We are ready to serve. Our spirit is strong, our blades are sharp. We will die if necessary. The enemies of the Empire will not run away from us. We are descendants of the noble samurai. Yes, Commander. Our spirit is strong, our blades are sharp. The samurai are on the march. We will move fast and strike hard. Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all.
Ezekkel én mind tökéletesen egyetértek.
We won't let you down.
Most ennek mi?
Imperial artillery at your command.
Ja, hogy ennek nincsen. Értem már. Jó, itt tesz meg akkor minkő, ahol vagy. Nem számít annyira. Ami a lényeg, hogy ezt itt elfoglaltuk. És most haladunk tovább lefelé. Na gyerünk, szépen lassan.
After our landing on Luzon, Americans have evacuated their strategic bombers from the island. However, according to the latest intelligence, there are still some B-17 flying fortresses in need of repair on Iba airfield. Now we have a chance to seize them.
I doubt we'll be able to use these planes in battle. However, it would be useful to study their vulnerabilities. Besides, if we repair them, we will be able to use them for our pilots' practical training of intercepting enemy bombers.
Then we must hurry. The American technicians are now working on repairing these planes. We only have a few days before the B-17s will leave Iba airfield.
Thank you for the valuable information. I will give the order to Admiral Ota.
Ó, csessze meg. És itt még nem is bírok rendesen partra szállni se hajókkal. Ez mély német. Prisoner of campok. Bogáti.
Karate Master can kill an enemy with a single hit. I would like to try. I see the enemy. Time to teach Gaijins a lesson. Only you can hear us.
Imperial Air Service. Let's lose some weight. Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty for blood. Big guns are nothing without a fighting spirit. Ask the dead Gaijins.
Only you can hear us. Ninjutsu Masters, at your disposal. Long live His Majesty the Emperor!
The samurai are always ready to do battle. War is our path. The enemies of the Empire will not run away from us.
Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base. There better be targets.
We are descendants of the noble samurai. We are descendants of the noble samurai. Victory will be ours as soon as we reach the enemy.
Jobb. Szűk lesz, hogy elérjünk ide 4 kör alatt, de majd megoldjuk. Minden esetre
Let us bathe in the wisdom of our godly Emperor.
mink nyomjuk tovább az
We
itt partra
carry the
felé.
deadly arrows of the Emperor.
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. Checking that sector. I'm in position. Moving carefully. Your orders. Start the engine. I'm in position. Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
Looking for a prey.
Jó. Ennyi elég is erre az éjszakára.
We sent the enemy back across the Sanzu River.
From General Sugiyama to Admiral Yamamoto. Dear Admiral Yamamoto, I've been very worried about the future of the operation in the Philippines since I found out that the combined fleet had decided to conduct it on their own. These steps pose a great risk, my friend. I rushed to help you as fast as I could, and as you can see, I didn't keep you waiting. My troops will land in the southeast of Luzon and storm Manila. In the meantime, you will have to occupy the northern and central parts of the island. If we attack from 2 directions, victory will soon be ours.
So, while the Rekusentai Special Naval Landing Forces will bear most of the brunt of the battles of Luzon, the Army will get the lion's share of prestige by occupying the capital of the Philippines. Great plan. General Sugiyama is quite the fan of fighting in someone else's fundoshi.
I suppose my men won't be punished if they accidentally go ahead of the army and be the first ones to take over Manila.
On the contrary, it will only strengthen the authority of the Navy in the eyes of the Emperor, and I will make sure to reward your men.
Hát ezek mind gyalogságok. Azt mondja, hogy Capture Manila. Jó, ne mulladjon rajtunk. Ne mulladjon rajtunk.
Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base. Things are going to explode. A tactical bomber is here. Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
We will die if necessary. For the rising sun.
Iron beasts of the Emperor await your order. The enemy fought well, but the victory is ours, as always. The war will end before we get there. We are the Iron Hammer of the Emperor. We will show them the true power of the samurai.
We are nobody, unseen and unheard. Sneaked up on them. We hunt down enemies of the Empire.
We are descendants of the noble samurai.
We hunt down enemies of the Empire. Impeccable timing is our specialty. Sneaked up on them.
My life for the Emperor! Japanese warriors are the most feared in...
All city, forest, and mountain terrain offer much better protection from enemy attacks. Right-click an empty hexagon to learn more about its terrain.
Jó, majd legközelebb, jó? Tarlak és Manila. És a röptér, amit el kell foglalni. 3 körön belül. Jó.
The Emperor's will guides us to glory.
We are ready to serve! Eternal glory awaits us!
Observing the horizon. Start the
Na, hol
engine.
vannak azok a parti ütegek?
A battleship is like a fugu fish. Deadly, yet delicious. There is no stopping us. We will win the day. We are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Look at those guns! They are huge!
Hol lehet a harmadik?
Look at those guns! They are huge!
Observing the horizon.
Megvagy.
Ooh, which weapon to use? Guess this one.
We are done with Corregidor's coastal artillery. We have picked the lock, keeping the gates to Manila Bay shut.
I'm glad to hear it, Admiral. Freeing the sea route to Manila was a task of strategic importance for us.
Engaging in combat.
I miss the fresh air! Where are your eyes, or our godly Emperor?
I'm sure you did reconnaissance before sending us there.
Persze, hogy hülyének nézem.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
No one can escape our fire.
Hol vagy? Itt vagy.
Be careful with the bombs. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning. There better be targets. Are we fully loaded?
Itt ugyanazt csináljuk, mint amit a múltkor csináltunk. Levesszük róluk a torpedót.
Let's lose some weight.
Így, hogy bírjunk szárazföldi egységeket támadni.
All crew is reporting. We open the doors to the abyss.
Jobb.
Just show us the target. Ooh, which weapon to use? Guess this one.
Nagyon jó. Innen akkor kitakarítottunk. A szárazföldiekkel pedig haladtunk. Jó, következő kör.
Devastating gunfire.
Jó, de nyomuljatok. Nem számíthatok teljes egészében.
Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage.
Francás nebeléd is.
Here we come. Are we fully loaded? We're going to send them our generous gifts.
Az megtörtént. Köszönjük.
War is our path.
We can keep a secret.
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. The iron will of the samurai brings victory to the empire.
You have selected an entrenched unit.
Fog be.
This is an ambush. Time to get some ammo from our dead enemies.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty for blood. The battle will be over soon. We will see to it. We will show them the true power of the samurai.
Fuel is running low. We need to refuel. For the Emperor! Fuel is running low. We need to refuel.
Show us opposition, we will run them over. In search of a worthy enemy.
Ninjutsu masters, at your disposal.
I obey your orders. My life for the Emperor! We will die if necessary.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Just a few moments and we'll be there. Things are going to explode. The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. Running away? Our bombs are going to catch up to you. Be careful with the bombs.
We will be victorious.
Na most ez itt Manila. Azt fogjuk csinálni, hogy bejövünk hajókkal.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. We will inform you if the enemy is ahead. Enemies ahead, should we proceed? Your orders. Moving carefully.
Let us bathe in the wisdom of our godly emperor. We glide.
Finally, some orders. Beneath the waves.
We carry the deadly arrows of the Emperor.
Do you require assistance? Entering the designated area.
Így. És azt fogjuk csinálni, hogy innen elkezdjük őket csapatni, ahogy a csövön kifér.
Engaging in combat. We found their weak spot.
Do you require assistance?
Engaging in combat.
The Navy is the stalwart defender of the Empire.
We will not let the Emperor down. The enemy has suffered some losses. Go on. We'll have to finish it.
We will win the day. There is no stopping us.
The warriors of the sky are at your command.
Na nézzünk
We're
földerítést.
the fastest.
Hát azért csak van itt még ez az amaz.
Just show us the target. Ooh, which weapon to use? Guess this one. Your orders. Ooh, which weapon to use? Guess this one.
Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change?
Jó. Hát ezek mire odaérnek, bizisten hónap lesz.
All crew is reporting. Good timing is the key to success. We open the door to the abyss. Our mighty weapons will smite them.
This unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the service zone where it can be reinforced. The service zone is a 1 hex range around an infrastructure.
The Navy is the stalwart defender of the Empire.
Engaging in combat.
Our spirit is strong, our blades are sharp. The Emperor's...
Courageous Rico Sentai stormed into Manila like tigers. The city is in our hands.
Admiral Yamamoto, why have your men assaulted the capital of the Philippines? I told you the army was capable of doing it on its own. We did not need your help.
It's hard to stop the offensive of the Rikusentai forces. Even for me. Trust me, they are quite adept at advancing fast. If your soldiers aren't that expeditious, then my subordinate, Admiral Ota, will train them with great pleasure. If we're fighting the same battle, we should help each other, right?
Our spies report that the transport ship with American tank units has arrived at the port of Batangas. It seems that the enemy is planning on sending them to the battle. But it will take them a few days to finish unloading the tanks and make them operationally ready.
It seems that destiny itself is giving us a chance. What do you say, Ota?
I have been dreaming of strengthening our special naval landing forces with American tanks for a long time. I'll be honest, they're better than ours.
Then go to Batangas and get them. Be swift about it.
Big guns are nothing without a fighting spirit. Ask the dead Gaijins. There is no honor in hiding inside an iron box.
My Marines have taken over the American flying fortresses on Iba Airfield almost completely in working order. It was only a matter of time before they would take to the air.
It isn't just me, but also our fighter pilots who must thank you for the completion of this important task. Now, with the B-17 units, they will learn to counterattack the enemy bombers more effectively.
What should be destroyed next? Bombs? Oh, what? To ashes. Right on target.
Karate Master can kill an enemy with a single hit. I would like to try. This is an ambush.
We will die if necessary. Victory will be ours as soon as we reach the enemy.
Hol az az átoklévédelem itt van?
Our spirit is strong, our blades are sharp. For the rising sun. We will put things in order here.
We are nobody, unseen and unheard. We lurk in the shadows.
Nagyszerű, jöhetnek a bombák.
Be careful with the bombs. Here we come. Are we fully loaded? Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
Azt ez most meg
Those
hogy?
bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Is someone observing that area? You can't hide from the blast wave.
The samurai are always ready to do battle. We will only need to be within the length of our swords. Victory will be ours as soon as we reach the enemy.
Ja, ami nem fog bekövetkezni Isten ítélet napjáig, ahogy amilyen tempóba haladtok.
We serve faithfully.
Mert mit kell elfoglalnunk? Ja, ezt kell majd fölgyógyítani mindenképpen, igen. Jó, egy éjszakára ennyi elég. Na most hol az az Isten verte? Batanga. Jaj, basszus kulcs.
Let us bathe in the wisdom of our godly emperor.
Egy, kettő.
Approaching. We will be victorious. We will be on time.
Ja, hogy ezt
Underwater
máskor
silence
megint
makes
nem
me
fogom
mad.
bírni.
Have you checked for escort ships?
Muszáj
Our
lesz
strength is
megnézni.
in numbers of dead enemies.
We are but an extension of the Emperor's will. We will carry out any order.
Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty for blood.
Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
Iron beasts of the Emperor await your order.
Ja,
We are ready to serve. I try not to cry with tears of joy when I see our sacred flag. It is difficult.
Be careful with the bombs.
The samurai are always ready to do battle.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
We will die if necessary. All enemies of the Emperor will be defeated.
We get enemies in their sleep.
Our spirit is strong, our blades are sharp.
és akkor mi maradt még?
Are we fully loaded? Poor soul.
Ezt nem értem, hogy miért nem
Only
bírom
you
eltakarítani.
Can hear us. The Emperor has fewer enemies now. Karate Master can kill an enemy with a single hit. I would like to try.
Eternal glory awaits us. We are going to win the fight.
Ja.
Do you require assistance? Targeting the enemy.
No one can escape our fire. They will feel the rain of fire.
Szóval itt egy B-26-os.
Imperial destroyer at your service.
Nem
For
tudom, hogy te
Japan
honnan
and
jöttél,
for the Emperor.
de oda is mész vissza.
We're running out of ammo. We will...
Fuel tanks are almost empty. If the unit is within the supply zone, fuel will be resupplied at the end of turn.
We get enemies in their sleep. Time to place a proper flag here. Karate Master can kill an enemy with a single hit. I would like to try.
Jó. Egészen jó. Jöhet a következő kör.
Our spies report that the commander of the Philippines defense, General MacArthur, is leaving Luzon. He and his staff have just sailed off Corregidor on a destroyer.
3 years of battle? 500,000 lives? What has that come to? Shameful escape. This despicable coward could not even face death as he should have in such a situation. No, I will not let him flee and keep abusing our empire from a safe distance. We have to intercept the ship with MacArthur. It is a matter of honor for us to make him answer for his blasphemous words.
Protectors of the fleet. Are those Americans? Ooh, which weapon to use? Guess this one.
Good day, Commander. Our might...
The ship with General MacArthur has been sunk.
Great. We have completely dispelled the myth about the great American warlord MacArthur. He left his troops and died while running from the battlefield. When our propaganda passes this news to the enemy soldiers, their fighting spirit will be severely shattered.
Good day, Commander. We are the instrument of the Emperor's will. We are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Good day, Commander.
We serve faithfully. They are trying to get away.
Na most ezt is itt el kellene foglalni, különben nem jó vége lesz.
We can keep a secret. We are always one step ahead.
Protectors of the fleet. Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
Ami van mozgásképes
Observing the horizon.
egységünk, azzal minden
Take this,
itten
you dirty
csapkodunk.
rats. Protectors of the fleet. We found their weak spot.
All systems operational. One more Gaijin down.
És akkor még itten.
There is no honor in hiding inside an iron box. Iron beasts of the Emperor await your order.
4.
Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base. Just a few moments, and we'll be there. Bombs? Oh. Here we come. Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base. Carrying bombs to enemy lines. The enemy's gonna have a tough time.
Show us opposition, we will run them over.
We will die if necessary. Eternal glory awaits us. We will cut them to ribbon.
Jó. Ez is megvan. Sincs este.
Those bombs are heavy.
We are ready to serve. All enemies of the Emperor will be defeated.
Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage.
Ezt a szart eltüntessük már akkor is.
A tactical bomber is here.
Nézzük, mi van itt még. Számottevő dolog. Semmi.
Poor soul.
Ja.
Approaching.
Innen kilőtünk mindent, ami létezik. Sok tennivaló már nem maradt.
The Navy is the stalwart defender of the Empire.
Do you require assistance?
We are the instrument of the Emperor's will.
The samurai are always ready to do battle.
All crew is reporting.
Our Marines have swooped into the port behind us and discovered the M3 Stuart tanks there. I still can't believe our luck.
Lady Luck loves courage and speed. Today, she was definitely on your side.
Yes, Commander.
We are but an extension of the Emperor's will.
Nagyon jó.
We get enemies in their sleep. It is time.
Great. All the strategically important locations on Luzon have been seized. Now our special naval landing forces can take care of the other islands.
Admiral Yamamoto, I find it my duty not to leave Luzon without dealing with the situation with the prisoners of war. The army is treating them in an unacceptable manner. While being transferred to a war camp, every second person has died out of hunger or maltreatment. Additionally, those who manage to reach the place alive will probably die very soon as they are not being fed. I was around Tarlac and saw what was happening with my own eyes.
The war has just started, and the army is already demonstrating itself at its best. However, keeping prisoners of war is its responsibility. So what can we do about it? Although, there's a thought. We will deliver the food to the camp ourselves. We do not have extra food supplies, so cut our own rations a little bit if necessary to get it done. I'll insist the guards take the food and start feeding the prisoners.
There is a railroad in Manila. If it survived the storming of the city, we should use it for faster delivery of food supplies to the prisoners of war.
The samurai are always ready to do battle. These vessels will enable us to know our glory. Greatness is...
From Admiral Yamamoto to Prime Minister Tojo. We have fully seized Luzon. The remaining enemy troops in the Philippines are doomed. Their final defeat will not take long.
From Prime Minister Tojo to Admiral Yamamoto. I have no words to describe how happy the whole Japanese nation is about the success of the landing on the Philippines. You have done your duty with honor and proved to the whole world the Imperial Navy can fight the big league rivals. Now we have confirmed our ability to beat the Yankees on the sea, in the air, and on the ground. We will keep doing so until the rising sun of our empire shines over the Pacific Ocean in full force. The Philippines will become a great foothold to continue our victorious offensive.
Ó, egek, hát ez nem teljesen normális. Azt mondja, Vice Admiral 30 command point. Plusz 2 Air Defense thailandiaktól. És plusz 1 command point. Na most nézzük, hogy mit lehet itt még tenni. Mi maradt még? Az maradt még, hogy ezt itt elfoglaljam esetlegesen, meg ide átkeljek. Ide átkelni macerás lesz. Itt van egy clear.
We hunt down enemies of the Empire.
Do you require assistance?
We are nobody, unseen and unheard.
Meg fogok próbálni itten partra szállni, mert ez az egyetlen clear. Jó van, ti itten kóricáljatok.
There is no honor in hiding inside an iron box. The battle will be over soon. We will see to it. No one can stand against us.
We were destined to serve aboard this magnificent vessel. Gaiji's insurance shall ensure their death.
Jó. Innen akkor lényegileg elfoglaltunk minden létezőt.
Are we full? There better be targets. Those bombs are heavy.
Nem mondod.
The enemy's gonna have a tough time. There better be targets. Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Poor soul. We have reduced the enemy numbers to 0.
Kíváncsi vagyok, itt partra bírok-e szállni. Nem. Csak portban lehet. A francba. Hát akkor ezeket nem fogjuk elfoglalni, úgy látom mégse. Kár, pedig jó volna valahogy.
We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say.
Just show us the target. Entering the designated area.
Most jelenleg arra vagyok kíváncsi, hogyha Piliszkére lövöm, akkor vajon a következő körbe ki bírok szállni.
Do you require assistance? Protectors of the fleet.
Nem. Impossible in enemy port. A franc tör neki rajtad is. Hát akkor ezt máshogy nem fogjuk tudni megoldani. Itt elfogytak. Ezen nincsen. Jó, mindegy. Akkor ennyi volt. Clear all enemies az megtörtént. Az all flag nem fog megtörténni. Úgyhogy finish operation.
The Philippines are ours. Congratulations to the Army and the Navy High Commands with an exemplary operation. I have informed His Majesty about your success, and he expressed his pleasure with your efforts.
Indeed, the Army acted admirably. This is yet another proof that the Japanese have no equals in combat. Our military might and samurai spirits would suffice to make a worthy gift for our Emperor and throw the United States of America at his feet.
Your vigor is inspiring, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. The complete victory is far off.
Allow me to disagree. The army is an infallible sword in the hands of the Emperor, and trust me, it is mighty enough to cut down any foe. Following the path of the samurai and cultivating our fighting spirit, we will destroy all of our foes and force what's left of them into labor in the name of our glorious empire.
I am not going to keep listening to this nonsense quietly. First of all, the best gift for the Emperor is to negotiate peace with the United States on good terms for Japan. Secondly, the Army cannot ascertain success at sea, where we have the navies of 4 maritime countries fighting against us. Thirdly, I will ask you not to forget about the Navy's contribution towards the victory in the Philippines. Otherwise, your soldiers will have to swim in order to reach the next island.
It looks as if I was just listening to the commander of the American fleet. Whom do you serve, Mr. Yamamoto? Or would you prefer to be addressed as Sir?
I would ask you to follow etiquette and abstain from any further offensive remarks. It is beneath the faithful servants of our Emperor.
Not all of us are the faithful servants of the Emperor. I'm sure that Mr. Yamamoto would prefer to be in the company of his American friends, wouldn't he?
Prime Minister Tojo, if by any chance I hear one more phrase of this sort about me during the war councils, I will be forced to relinquish my duty, and all the consequences will be on you.
I beg your pardon, Admiral Yamamoto. You will not hear any more unfair insults.
Furthermore, I ask you to maintain decent living conditions for the enemy prisoners of war. It is a matter of extreme importance if we plan to conduct negotiations with any civilized country.
I assure you that the necessary measures will be taken. The council meeting is adjourned. Though, Sugiyama, I would ask you to stay.
Na, szóval össze-vissza lett szidva, meg káromkodva mindenki. Kellemetlen. Rendben van, fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltónemű LootMastaZ követők, ez egy kicsit kacifántos volt, pár kidobálással és restarttal, de a lényeg az megtörtént, elfoglaltuk Luzon sziketét, nézzük mi a következő. New Guinea, tehát Új-Guineát fogjuk elfoglalni, Pápua Új-Guineát. Capture the oil production and part of New Guinea. Engage the enemy fleet. Major landing operation, naval battle, szóval ugyanaz lesz, mint most. Poor morale effect, mert kilőtük lövészárok dagot. Jól van. Oké, és akkor fiúk, lányok és egyéb általán LootMastaZ követők, akkor ennyik voltunk mára. A következő videóban ismételten egy stratégiai fázisnak lehettek majd szemtanúi, ahol fölkészülünk a Pápua új-guineai elleni invázióra, ahol ismételten amerikaiakkal fogunk szenvedni agyba, főbe. Én még mindig széltoló voltam, ti pedig még mindig vigyázzatok egymásra, magatokra és mindenkire, és találkozunk a következő videókban is. Na, szevasztok!